Good morning, boys and girls. Today is day number 7 for our sort number 74. And this is our long and short U sounds column. Remember, our short one is the CVC with the short U in the middle. It only has one vowel. Then we have the CVCE, that's the vowel, consonant, and the silent E at the end of the word. Then we have the two vowels in the middle with a double O. We have two vowels in the middle with the U and the I. And we have our oddball, those little words that don't like to follow the rule. You know the drill. Pause the video here and make sure you sort your words correctly. Now that you unpaused your video, we're going to check if you have them correct. Go look at my words and check if you wrote them into the right category under the correct header. Pause your video here to check your words. Now that you've checked, we are going to move on to our blind sort. And the blind sort is always the one that gives you trouble. So what I need you to do is I need you to cover up your words. All of them, cover them up, just like I did. Put your notebook on top if you have to, so you don't get tempted to peek, to sneak a peek. All right. And then we're going to write our categories. But before we do that, today's date is 1-24-22. And our categories, we have 5 of them, so I'm going to borrow this edge of my notebook. I go down the middle, down this middle, and down that middle. All right, so now I'm going to write down my categories. I have CVC, which is my short U. I have CVC with the silent E, which gives me a long vowel sound, and that's my U gets long with a consonant and the silent E at the end of the word. And I have my consonant, vowel, vowel, consonant. That gives me a long sound, and these are the 2 O's. And then I have my consonant, vowel, vowel, consonant. They also get a long sound, and that's from my UI. And the U gets the long sound. And then I have my 2 little oddballs. You know them, rule breakers. And I'm going to draw a line underneath my header. So here's how a blind sort goes. You're going to have to be blind, which means you're going to have to remember the words. Now, I remember that the word truth was an oddball, so I can write that word down. And this means no peeking in the classroom, no looking around, don't be cheating. So truth was an oddball. Let me see. I also remember the word cube was a silent E word. Yep, there's my U and my silent E. I remember the month June because, my birthday month. How can I forget? And I remember the word crust. Crust, crust, crust. Love bread crust. And let me see. Do I remember a double O? Of course. Favorite thing, crust is food, right? Food, my double O. And one of those foods I like is fruit. So there's my fruit. Now I'm going to stop here. You need to think of all the words that you know and write them down. When you wrote them all down, you need to draw a line underneath it, like this, because these are all the words you remembered. And then you need to unveil your words and write the rest of the words underneath this line, because these are the words that you're going to have to study for that spelling test. Just saying. All right, when you're done, all the words you knew are on top of the line. All the words you didn't know are below the line. Can't wait to see how many you knew. See you next time. Don't forget, don't peek until you wrote all the words down that you already knew.